Uh, Very good morning, friends, and I hope you had a wonderful festival of Mahavir Jayanti. Uh, Most of you would definitely know who's Mahavir, and one of the greatest saints of India. Uh, I think I don't need to touch upon his story, uh, and in fact, being a prince, he left his family and his worldly positions and spent 12 years in deep silence and meditation to conquer his desires and feelings. Nowadays, yes, we all want shortcuts. Even in meditation, I think we want shortcuts. But there are simple meditation strategy techniques, like I think one. I think I'm not sure if many are aware of Silva mind control, which is called as it takes you into deep meditation. And all meditation are good until your mind is not just silent, it is positive. Why I'm touching on this topic is many of us want to grow rich, but do we really think uh, we are rich? It is all comes from your heart. So if you are a person who is kind and giving, the good karmas will automatically gives us the uh, positiveness, because there is somebody who's always blessing us. So whatever we do comes back to us multiple times, which is called as karma. Uh, anyway, that's a very big subject. It is most of you may like it or like it or not. Karma is something which we cannot run away, and it is not done by somebody. It is done by ourselves. So the good and bad will come back to us. Do good karma, it comes back to you. Do bad karma, it comes back to us. And good karma and bad karma is something, so how to attract good karma? So it's very simple. I think love and forgive yourself, practice kindness, compassion. So there are various strategies in that as well. So uh, why I'm laughing is nowadays everything is available on Google. Artificial intelligence has changed the way things are. It is all again dependent on what you take, good or bad. So it is all left to us. And if you remember this video, I had done this video, I think last uh, actually Thursday after the expiry. If you go back here and check, uh, this was on Thursday, where I mentioned, I clearly explained on the charts. I spoke about gold. Uh, I spoke about dollar and crude and Nifty at that point in time. Sorry, Bank Nifty, I think at that point in time was, if I'm right, was somewhere at 39,900. And today, if we see, Bank Nifty is somewhere at 40,900 levels. And Nifty, when we spoke about, was 17,100 15 levels, and today if you see Nifty is somewhere at 17,400 levels. And in fact, if we look at SGX, it has already touched 17,500 or so. So possibilities that there is a gap up opening today. Couple of stock picks I always today's I am speaking about simple price action strategy is my description title of the video, because there are people who are using a lot of indicators and confusing themselves, and they try to uh, trade and get lost in the uh, whole ocean of indicators. There are, if you go and check, I think mm, mm, there's so many indicators which are there in trading view, or go into any moving averages and ADX and the whatnot. Simplest price action is something which you need to look at. So I'll make some couple of videos on price action, simple strategies which can be traded on all markets, not just uh, not just the stock market. You can trade using this on uh, you can trade it on crypto, you can trade it on forex, you can trade it on commodities, everything. In fact, commodities I had to oil somehow I missed, and speak about. If you see, very simple trap the oil had was making, which we didn't, which if any people could have taken advantage of. So uh, I'll be making these videos right now. I have somewhere very people are very in what you can say, uh, very slow in reacting, or very uh, I am looking at least uh, 1,200 subscribers, and I am sure with the type of calls which are given free on, if you see, I am sharing a lot of stock market calls free of cost. If you see, this was view on gold, I think that 1,980, and let's see, gold today as 20,000, 2,000 to 2020. So I was mentioning there is a potential of still upside, and a couple of groups we spoke about gold investing. In fact, if somebody remembers, this is where I was kept telling, we need to buy, and this was somewhere in July. I told start accumulating, and here this is the chart which I drew, and then gold has just been going up. So pure simple strategies we will share once we cross 1,200 subscribers. And please understand, this YouTube is not a paid. They don't pay you unless you have 4,000 videos. So nothing comes free. But yes, I am uh, expecting some small contribution from your end, that by at least the subscriber base goes up. That is to the respect for the knowledge one is sharing. So on that day, we had shared the calls like ICICI Bank, we said, and then we shared Oro Pharma, Infosys. This was some of the calls which were shared on YouTube also. Nifty, I think I had shared, and this made Infosys, we shared by about 40. This would made hit a target of 55. I clearly remember. ICICI Bank also, it moved very strongly, and then we shared Cipla, which also worked very well. Yesterday also, I think, sorry, Fin Nifty expiry was on Monday yesterday. We were clearly mentioning about Bank Nifty. Spot was somewhere at CMP was 40,600, and we said we are expecting 4,800. When I use the word bias, some people are like, no, sir, you are always biased. Why so? So it depends on the conviction on the charts in the data. Maruti also, we had shared this trade 8,400, one, I think, mm, about 200. Normally, I mentioned the word about 200, so please remember, and the target of 260, 250, or 260 was clearly done. And we shared one few nifty trade of 8,000, 18,100. See, stop loss we gave it a little later, it hit, but then we re-entered because we generally mentioned if it goes above 35, that's clear and hit 70. So thank you all for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for motivating us. There are a lot of feedbacks which keep coming to me, and I would also share our what you can say. We will also share some videos, as I said, how to make some simple price action strategies to make your trades more profitable. So today I will want to speak about what are we expecting now that Nifty is almost nearing what you can say 17,500. I'm sure the opening should be slightly higher or above. So my next expectation on the market once this 17,500 is taken is something slightly uh, based again on price action. So there is a huge possibility that price can move up like this and retrace back and then start moving up. At this point in time, though my target is slightly higher, somewhere at 17,780 is the next target. It again depends on how market will move. There is a strong possibility, as I am mentioning. Let me make this slightly bigger. So there is a chance that price can open like this. It depends on how price action goes. Based on that, I will be able to, if price is moving like this and there is a slight breakout, then I expect price to move down again and then retrace and start moving up. So let us see how market will open tomorrow today in the morning, and basis that I will be able to decide whether I should take a trade for 17,780 levels. And Bank Nifty, yes, of course, has to hit 42,000. Uh, we were somewhere bullish from this level, 39 uh, 700 or so. So tomorrow, anyways, I am sharing the calls for tomorrow 40,800. If above 250, I'm expecting 323, 400 levels. But then if there is a gap up, we may miss the trade. That is all fine. We do always have some BTST trades, which is the share to our paid group. 40,800 moves above 310, then we're expecting targets of 370, 400 plus. On Nifty, we have 17,400. If this moves above 85, then we're expecting targets of 120 plus and 17,400 put. If moves above 118, then we're looking at targets of 160 plus. Tomorrow we are expecting Britannia. We're looking at stocks like Reliance, Britannia, HDFC, which can possibly perform. Britannia now is slightly range bounded. I think I would not want to miss this stock for a long-term perspective. As I clearly can see, there is huge possibilities of this uh, stock retracing back. Sorry. Uh, so there is a possibility that this stock can retrace back and then create this pattern and start moving up, and the possibilities that this can move up to 44,650 to 4,700 levels. So it depends on how long you have the potential or the capital to hold. See, most of the time people think stock market is a shortcut. You put money today and double it tomorrow. Yes, there are possibilities for that. You need to be very clear, disciplined trader. But when it comes to equity, it is the real wealth, and it comes by investing slowly, smartly, and steadily. People speak about SIP, simple investment plan, but there is also something called simple removal plan, where you also constantly book profits based on your price action strategies. So Reliance, I'm expecting 2,300. If this moves above 76, then I'm looking at targets of 90 plus. HDFC Bank 1,006. 1610, I'm looking at targets of 45 plus. NFC Limited also I'm looking at 2640, moves about 48, then I'm looking at targets of 60, 70 plus. SBI Life also I'm slightly bullish. I'm looking at targets of 1260 plus. Stay invested. And also for intraday tomorrow, I think the 1100, if this moves above 37, then targets of 50 plus can be possible. IRCTC is slightly bullish. I think let me remove this. So I think if you see here, I have spoken about this movement of price going up and coming down up till here. So tomorrow I'm looking at 5 7. This was shared, probably return somewhere at these levels because it cannot draw till here and price is not moved till here. So any so I'm looking at 570 call moving above 18, then we can look at 26 plus. Or a pharma 570 call, we may look at targets of 32 plus. I think RO also can stay invested basis your equity holding potential. IRCTC also I think has good potential. So keep adding small quantities in IRCTC because uh, I think this pattern is yet to complete. So we can expect 550 plus, 560 plus, 500 plus also possibly. However, if price moves above 580, then we may look at 700 immediately also. When I say immediately, doesn't mean the next week. It depends on how price moves. The market is supreme, and we're also looking at landmark 500 plus coming into. We're also looking at Auro Pharma, then we're looking at Torrent Power. Heritage Food, please do be invested. It's a good stock for targets of 180 plus. So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for sharing your likes, and God bless you all.